25th place. Now we're starting to make our way back up there. We're only 2 wins behind first place, and we didn't play the first 40 minutes. But however, we just got clapped by some Australian players who were not delayed and were up with winners. But I see Ward and Exploit. I see their one teammate left. So you know. It's 20-3. They can't stop us, Chief. Look at this, 23-3. So now we are 2.5 games away from first place. I'm in 20th. Exploit takes a 3, and it goes in, and we win the game. So essentially, I'm basically letting these two guys carry me because they live in Australia, and it's easier for them to shoot. But I'm still performing when I need to, as you can see. Look at me, wide open. It goes in. I'm making my shots. They're all either full bars or they're green. There's nothing in between. I know how to time my shot on delay. And now we're only 1 game away from first place, and we didn't play for the first 40 minutes, so we could be a whole 40 minutes of games ahead. If we started on time, we would be in first place by far. Some of you guys are probably wondering what happened to Cole and Breeze. Well, they wanted to stop playing. They couldn't take this anymore. And so I just hopped on with these guys, and we started winning every game. But the people above me, as you can see, I got banged, declared, they are boosting. One of Wart's friends, he took proof of it, but I guess he didn't want to send it to me. Otherwise, I would have put it in the beginning of the video with beast mode. But this game is 18-18. We had to play 2.5K because we couldn't get a game on 5K. But we won the game. We're down a whole 18K. So that's 4 5K games. So we finally were able to go to the 5K. You see me ISOing while it's delayed. I hit Ward for the layup and he misses it. But I get the rebound, go to lane, get a horsey. And then Exploit, he takes a contested 3. I get the board once again. I hit Wark and he makes the 3 and we win. These guys were pretty calm. They had really good records. And I was told that these are really good Australian 2K players. So we win the next game. I'm in 7th place right now, and then these guys came around once again, and we ended up losing this time. So I'm in 10th place right now. If I played those first 40 minutes, though, I think I'd be in first place. So we're losing this game. We had to play them once again because we had to play on 5K. Jack Willie takes a 3, and he makes it. We're not really making much progress right now because the people up top are boosting on 5K. That's what Beast Mode said. This is the server that he was playing, as you can see right here. He was doing this since I have 36K points. So yeah, it's looking pretty rough for us. I'm down at least 4 games. I'm playing comp, not boosting at all, and I'm getting lag switched. So that's just a recipe for failure, defeat. I don't see a chance of us winning this. As you can see, we're still getting lag switched. The whole stage, the server wiped, all the players are gone. My teammate's getting lagged out of bounds. Get a turnover, internet connection interrupted, attempting to restore connection. It is still happening. Someone on the other team gets kicked. No, I get kicked. So, well, I got kicked out of the stage. I thought it would have been a good idea for me to get on my pure glass cleaner. As you can see, I'm already using. So there's most likely no chance of us winning this. It's all good though, you know, I don't care. It's just a video game. Let these people do what they gotta do to win. The thing that triggers me though is that none of those
You're in here.
are banned. Except
We shoot over those.
so we ended up losing this game.
I gotta go do my daily spin.
Care because there's no chance of us winning this. You see, they have 100 plus K. I'm nowhere near that. So
Alright, I'm gonna end up upgrading, so just tell me what to upgrade.
Second place, at least you didn't win it.
Because I'm gonna be running with you on this player and your shot creating room. So
that was the one right after the Australian servers. We got some tryhards
about
right
to
here.
upgrade. Nope, nope, nope. I'm not waiting that long. Okay.
Spam me. I know how to deal with people spamming me. I just can't do as much. As you see, we went perfect. We shot perfect that game, and us three, we're top 3, and look who's right.
Here we go.
My buddy. So before I get into this next game, Mr. Beast Mode himself.
Come on, man. Give me something good. Give me boost. Give me boost. I got some boost. 1000 V. Oh, that's cool. 1000 VC. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. But the one time I really don't need it, I get it. Here we go. Should I upgrade? And yes, I did buy VC. About 75K.
All I have to do is just keep hitting Wizard, and it's easy, lemon squeezy. But I break his ankles, I have a wide open layup, and Jaden gets an offensive interference. But that doesn't matter, because he kicks on the lag switch. We all start going out of bounds. We're all lagging out, and eventually we're all gone, and I get an error. Nice lag switch, bro. I bet your life's amazing. It didn't really affect us that much, though. I think we're still tied for first, as you can see, yeah. So Jaden, he's still setting off balls for Wizard, and I'm going to keep dotting him because nobody can guard him. As you can see, you jump at him, he's still
hello.
Shoot over you, and then I can still blow right past you and shoot a wide open 3, and it will go in every single time. Now the next game we have some quote-unquote comp. Not really, but I guess. The Wizard, he hits the 3, I'm going to keep hitting him, because the center, you see how the center's playing? Center's sitting in the paint. He's not helping at all on Wizard. Right there, he actually came up, but he wasn't really, like, his presence wasn't felt. He wasn't trying to contest Wizard. He wasn't trying to double team at all. Look at the defense we're playing also. I knew there was no time left, so I told him to double team him. And he threw a scary because he was double teamed, not realizing that the clock was out. So I hit Wizard again, you have to double team him, like I said, or else he's going to green it every single time. And we're up 20 to 11. Aiden takes the game-winning dunk, and it's over. So we have been, and we continue to keep playing quote-unquote comp games. We've been playing a lot of sweaty people. I'm telling you, if I ran with this lineup in any event, we should win every single game we play. I don't see us losing to anybody with this lineup. So, we're first.
What am I doing?
These guys,
bro, should I upgrade? Should I upgrade?
It appears that he's on like a alt account, and he's delayed.
Or should I wait on you? Because you said you might be getting on tomorrow.
Out of nowhere, I get lag switched out. They're making it look like they were throwing the game, and that's what John submitted to get me banned. And then next game, I hop on a court in a new stage, and I get lag switched out once again. So there is tons of people right now delaying the servers, trying to kick me out of my game, prevent me from winning, and help Jaws friends to get check instead. So when me and Jaden, we joined a new stage, Wizard, he wasn't able to get in. So me and Jaden played a quick doozy.
Haha. Oh, upgrade? I bet. Time to upgrade. Here we go. It's happening, man. It's happening. Here. I don't know how I'm doing all that shit. time to be a 78. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Alright. Boy. You know I have 6,000. I'm like, ooh. Oh. I'm like, oh my god, look at my hands. What the fuck? Them hoes look so big. I might buy me some clothes. I don't like this dookie shirt. I don't like the dookie shirt. I can't. Should I buy some clothes? Or I could wait on you and you can make me an outfit. I don't even know. You've done that before. You've gotten me the tattoos. Gotten me the tattoos, the outfit. Yeah. What do I do, bruh? What do I do? What do I do, man? What do I do, man? What do I do? Man, dude. I don't know. Should I use the 6,000 VC to buy me an outfit? Or like, I don't even know. That's 84,000 right there, man. Yeah, I bought 75,000. Like how you said you would. That's how I'm buying them. Look at the gray and the bronze. Ugh. Nasty. Up and under specialist. fuck? It's a primary badge.
We're figuring out who that is as a player and as a person. Thank you so much for joining us today. We love having you. We love seeing you continue to grow both physically and as a basketball player. Exactly.
I want to bring up the greatest player in the world, number 2, two-time Finals MVP, world champion, a fun guy, and a man with a collective waiting for him. Welcome to be here. After this trade with open arms, man. My experience, that much better. This group of guys, let me do what I do on the floor. Those things, let me do what I do. And now we got a championship. Thank you. Like they said, enjoy this moment. And have fun with it.
Look at me, I'm first. Alright, that's crushed. But, hey, I'm first, my guy. Ooh. Green. Let's go, man. If I could just go a little faster. Hey, 5 points. That's awesome. Come on, man. Get up. Hit it. Come on, man. Oh. I ain't hit one that second right. I didn't hit one at that second right. 8 points. That's tough.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Ron Burgundy from the Channel 4 News Team.
Alright, now I need to hit my shots this time. Oh my gosh, I missed one.
I was talking earlier today, and I was saying that
I'm gonna redo that
a lot
one.
of people use the term "you deserve this" as like a negative thing, like, hey, you deserve that, you deserve that. And I just want to let you know that I watched an interview that my brother Kawhi did the other day, and they asked him what would it mean for all of us to experience this moment together. And he said, well, you gotta ask somebody that's from there. And I just want you to look around at all of us that are from here and let him know exactly what this means tonight, because you deserve this.
Nigga got 8. That man got 8 points. 8 points, James Harden.
This is a talented, relentless group of guys that put it all on the line.
Oh my god. 8 points. Oh man, that's tough.
So today, I know you'll get on your phone and you'll look at your pictures and you'll look at the clips online, whatever outlet post. But right now, this is what I want you to do. This is what I do at shows that are really important, and this is one of the most important moments I've ever been on stage in my life. So
oh man, 8 points.
I want you to turn to somebody that you don't know, and I want you to give them a hug. I want you to tell them congratulations, because we're from the greatest city in the world, and we are the NBA 2019 champions of the world. Make some noise for the Toronto Raptors. Give somebody a hug today. Hey! That's what I like to see. I like to see all that love. Please, I know you made a lot of noise today. make some noise for this incredible team and this incredible staff one last time. And I hope that all these guys will join me this year, because we'll bring our OVO fans back, so I hope we can go crazy. Hey! I go by the name of Drake. I love each and every one of y'all. I hope you enjoy this moment. Like I said, you deserve this in the best way possible. Make some noise for your team, the greatest in the world.
I'll say one thing about Hollywood studios, they're nothing if not determined, and never has this been more obvious than with the Terminator franchise, which now officially spans 6 movies and 4 decades of cinema history. The only problem is that when the last good Terminator movie came out, I was 7 years old and the Soviet Union was still a thing, and every movie since then has been an increasingly futile and embarrassing attempt to recapture the magic of Terminator 2. But I guess if you throw enough shit against the wall, eventually something's gonna stick. And in this case, our turd du jour is Terminator Dark Fate, the 5th tired rehash of the same basic storyline that's been doing the rounds since 1984. The movie comes out later this year, but we were treated to a teaser trailer a few days ago, and what I've seen basically confirms my worst fears. So the trailer kicks off with a generic teenage girl in a pickup truck, complaining that her life sucks while she's being chased by a guy who looks like he just finished his shift at the Genius Bar. But then the androgynous thing in the truck with her does some slow-mo Matrix flip onto the rear deck and throws a piece of rebar at the Apple Genius, and then he turns into a liquid Terminator. Oh no, I'm shocked. Never seen a Terminator suffer an apparently fatal wound, only to morph into liquid metal and pull the thing out undamaged. Why do the liquid metal effects in 2019 somehow look worse and less convincing than the ones from 1991? Anyway, the Apple Genius is able to separate his metal skeleton underneath from his liquid outer coating to make 2 of himself. Liquid Apple Genius leaps over their truck and tries to spear the androgynous thing with the rebar, but it deflects it with its arm and it exposes the metal underneath the skin. Could this be a Terminator as well? Does anyone even care? So anyway, their car gets disabled in a bit of really legs get out, and we're all supposed to think it's Arnold, and I guess that's supposed to be exciting somehow. I haven't been excited about seeing Arnold on screen in 15 years. Now I just kind of cringe whenever I see his saggy old face. But anyway, these legs actually belong to Sarah Connor, and I mean the real Sarah Connor, not this small frightened child trying to impersonate her, or whatever this was meant to be. So anyway, old Sarah Connor shoots the shit out of the geniuses and blows them up with a bazooka, and then she takes generic teenage girl and androgynous thing with her. Then she quizzes them about what the hell they are, even commenting that she's never seen a Terminator like androgynous thing before. No kidding, Sarah, none of us have. And I think if we're honest with ourselves, none of us really wanted to. Anyway, she explains that she's here to protect generic teenage girl, who asks why, and old Sarah Connor says that she used to be her. Is this some way of suggesting that the creation of Skynet, Judgment Day, and the birth of the human resistance is some kind of cyclical, inevitable event, like you might be able to prevent it once, but eventually the same circumstances will align themselves again for a different generation? Or is it just desperate and creatively bankrupt Hollywood hacks trying to justify the fact that they're using the same exact storyline yet again, because that's all you can ever really do with Terminator movies? I'll let you decide. So anyway, old Sarah Connor decides she needs an extra dose of nostalgia to try to keep this movie afloat, so she takes her gang of girlfriends, or whatever they may be, out to a cabin in the woods to find another franchise star that's now collecting his retirement checks. And then we get to see an even older and more tired-looking Arnold Schwarzenegger. I honestly felt like I aged about 10 years just looking at him. Anyway, the trailer ends with a really boring CGI fight between Androgynous Thing and the Apple Genius. Where do I even start with this? I suppose I might as well address the casting first. It's nice to see Linda Hamilton back in action, or just doing anything, to be honest. Her Sarah Connor was one of the most compelling and awesome female ass-kickers in cinema history, but that was almost 30 years ago. Times have changed. Hamilton's 62 years old now, and she looks it. 15 years ago, I think she could have made a decent comeback as the kick-ass Sarah Connor we all remember, but now she just looks old and tired and not particularly enthusiastic about being here. I also think it's interesting to consider this quote from her about passing up a role in Terminator 3. They offered me the part, I read it, and I knew my character arc was so complete in the first two, and in the third one it was a negligible character, so I said no thank you. Speaking of old and tired, Arnold Schwarzenegger's in this movie. Yup, that's pretty much all I can tell you from his 2 seconds of screen time. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a glorified cameo for a bit of fan service. He was awesome in the first 2 movies, and just about got away with the third one, but I think we all know Arnold isn't really capable of physical action scenes now. He was always about the size and the physique, and now that he doesn't have that anymore, the movies have to go to more and more ridiculous lengths to try to explain it, and it's just kind of sad to see him reduced to this. Then there's the Apple genius. Why has every subsequent Terminator felt like a step backward from the liquid metal guy from T2? I mean, he could shapeshift into virtually anything, and he made good use of this skill. He could turn into the literal floor if he wanted. And then we have the TX from the third movie, who could use weapons but was still constrained by its basic physical form underneath. And lastly, whatever this idiot was supposed to be. The point is, whatever their flaws, each Terminator looked the way they did because it served an obvious purpose, and it at least made them memorable as a result. The first one was a big hulking tank that could give and take a lot of punishment, and it was so intimidating that most people knew not to fuck with it. The second was a fast and agile killing machine that usually took the form of a clean-cut authority figure that most people wouldn't challenge. The third was an attractive young woman designed to get positive responses from human males, and the fourth, well, the less said about him the better, I guess. The point is, they each made an impression. They were all different in some way, but this chump just looks as generic and boring as possible. The sort of guy you'd see carrying a lactose-free decaffeinated latte over to his Toyota Prius. I get that this would probably help him blend in with other humans in 2019, but honestly, it doesn't make for a very engaging experience as an audience. Terminators are supposed to be terrifying despite their attempts to look and act human, but I felt about as unnerved and intimidated by this guy as I would by a bowl of soggy cornflakes. And his special skill is that he can split himself in two, like that's supposed to be some mind-blowing new concept that changes everything. Why is that even considered useful when you can just as easily send 2 Terminators back instead? In fact, why not send 20 or 100? It's not like Skynet is short of the things. Fuck off, film. Anyway, let's talk about the androgynous elephant in the room. This is Grace, a human-machine hybrid sent back to protect generic teenage girl. What are you doing, Terminator? Is this some kind of joke? Why would you cast someone like this in a serious action movie? I mean, she just looks like a skinny, confused fashion model that's been plonked into a film and told to look scary. All gangly limbs and awkward attempts at fight scenes that are about 90% CGI. Remember in Terminator 2 when Arnold laid waste to everything around him with that minigun? Or Linda Hamilton cocked that shotgun one-handed? They actually did that stuff with real physical weapons, and holy crap, you can't help but respect them for it. But what do we have now? This thing. You know, I thought Jai Courtney was a black hole of charisma in Genesis, but Jesus, he looks like Will Smith compared to this gormless plank of wood. And at least he could stand up properly. Jesus, sort your posture out, would you? I'd like to talk about generic teenage girl too, but honestly the trailer tells me absolutely nothing about her, where she comes from, what her actual purpose is, or why she's even important. So, go figure. But hey, at least they got all 3 girls in that clumsily photoshopped poster, right? I'm sure they'll go for the obligatory female empowerment angle in this movie, because why not, right? It's 2019, so everything has to be about that now. But people who see the Terminator movies solely through that lens are doing themselves a real disservice. The first 2 movies saw Sarah Connor transform from a meek, downtrodden waitress into a powerful kick-ass warrior, but the point of that transformation wasn't to show that girls can shoot guns too. It was to show the dangers of losing our inherent humanity. Sarah Connor becomes so ruthlessly focused on preventing Judgment Day that she's willing to become a cold, unfeeling assassin that will literally murder an entire family to complete her mission. A Terminator, if you will. But just as she's losing her humanity, the Terminator with her is gradually becoming more human, until it finally achieves the highest of human virtues, our compassion and our willingness to sacrifice ourselves for the good of others. The message of these movies was never about pushing the virtues of one gender over another. It was about recognizing that there's still something inherently good in humanity, and a warning about putting too much trust in machines that don't share those same values. But hey, maybe universal concepts like that are outdated in our current political climate. So what's the upshot of this weird petri dish of tired old franchise stars needing American comebacks when they're weak?
We joy, chug. Hey man, listen. Dewey so in the building, nature so in the building. I'm in the motherfucking building. Stargazer so in the building. You know what I'm saying? Now first thing first. I wanna let y'all I missed the fuck, bro, listen. I'm not gonna lie, I missed the fuck out y'all niggas over here on my main channel. Now I'm gonna tell y'all my life is totally different now. As far as YouTube with this entertainment shit, I'm my own competition. I don't watch anything. I don't watch anybody's videos. I have no idea what you got going on with your life. And I don't give a fuck about you. I'm not watching no entertainment videos. I have been so focused on my fucking self. I feel like I'm cop blocking myself. Can't nobody fuck with me. Now listen, I have no competition on this YouTube shit. You little boys that's posting these videos, whatever you doing, have fun. I've been hearing about all types of people talking shit about me, talking about my spiritual visions, all types of shit. I heard about it, but it go and when it don't stick no more. So check this out. My whole purpose, first of all, I want to let y'all know, shout out to all my subscribers that's been here since day one. Shout out to all y'all that see me going through this transition. My spiritual channel have a whole nother fan base over there, plus some including y'all. But it's a whole nother side over there. It's nothing but positivity, nothing but people that's trying to better their life, right? So while I'm over there doing all that, y'all, I know some of y'all may be thinking, man, he probably forgot about his main channel, this and that. Bro, it's so many bangers coming to y'all on my main channel, it's ridiculous. But I want to let y'all know, it's been so fucking, I gotta talk to y'all about some people, bro. It's been so fucking hard for me to do what I want to do because of these fucking parasites. Now listen, I call them parasites because I don't want to call them no out they name. Because y'all know what it is, bro. I'm trying to be a better person. But these parasites is taken away from me and yo. Now listen. Spiritual Soul, I'm going to, bro, Spiritual Soul will be at 700K, probably 1 million. I'm going to inspire you. I want to inspire and I want to better millions of people's lives, you know, millions. That is my goal in life now. While entertaining at the same time, I can do it. In order for me to do that, I need full control over what the fuck I want. Because y'all deserve so much more from me. Y'all deserve so much. I haven't done anything for y'all yet. Like, I be telling people, like, it's impossible. I understand now it's impossible for me to fall off with this entertainment shit. Because I have videos I can do right now that will instantly get 1 million that I'm supposed to been done. Certain collabs with certain females, all type of shit. You get what I'm saying? So, I always knew that, but I always felt like I put too much pressure on myself. I ain't never just had the time to just sit back, relax, and just be like, okay, let me do this, let me do that. Up until now. Now I have full control over my happiness. I got a spiritual channel now. Bro, I feel like everybody should have a spiritual channel. Just helping your subscribers better their life. You can't help your subscribers by flexing on them or buying shit or wanting them to do what you doing. Because it's people out there like me that know none of this shit matters. I'm going to look at you like you're a fucking child. I'm going to treat you like one too. A lot of people, this big-headed shit, whatever y'all got going with this fake internet, entertainment, YouTube shit, y'all can have it. Let me tell y'all something, yo. From this point forward, y'all get nothing but ultimate bangers on my main channel. Like 1v1, girl collab, traveling, etc. Y'all will not get no more reactions on this channel. I have officially made a reaction channel. The reason why I haven't been bringing y'all gameplay, I feel like this channel was too fucking lit for me to even post a regular video game gameplay now. Y'all expect more. Y'all way too lit to get regular reactions. It gotta be something that's totally different now because I'm not giving people certain attention. I'm not doing that extra shit no more. So y'all deserve the most ultimate best bang. Y'all deserve the best quality content that I could possibly give y'all. All of it, I got so much shit coming for y'all. It's getting ready to be the summer. You get what I'm saying? Perfect time. I'm in shape. My mind right. But what y'all have to understand is, you fucking dick-sucking parasites, fan pages, whatever Y'all niggas are the main reason why I don't post content for my subscribers. I have no content to post for my subscribers because y'all niggas are leechers. Y'all take everything from me.
Okay, look guys. Wes doesn't update you about your credit card, so meet Eno, the Capital One assistant that catches things that might look wrong and helps you fix them. What's in your wallet?
Hey guys, what's happening? Niaz here with Film Comics Explained, and today we'll be exploring the T-1000 as featured in James Cameron's sci-fi masterpiece, Terminator 2: Judgment Day. The T-1000, also known as the Prototype Series 1000 Terminator, is a fictional character in the Terminator franchise. Essentially an android shape-shifting assassin, the T-1000 is the main antagonist of Terminator 2: Judgment Day, and a minor antagonist in Terminator Genesis, which we will ignore since it decided to ignore what had come before it. Created by the franchise's main antagonist, Skynet, which was a machine artificial intelligence that directed its robotic creations against the human resistance in an all-out war. The T-1000 is described in Terminator 2 as being composed of a liquid metal mimetic polyalloy that it could manipulate to assume various forms. I talk about both Skynet and the T-800 in other videos, which I'll leave listed below, and I highly recommend that you guys check them out. Aside from being able to camouflage itself by achieving the appearance of nondescript objects and the likeness of other humans that terminated in pursuit of its goals, the T-1000's shape-shifting abilities enable it to form its hands into stabbing blades, slip through physical openings by oozing its liquid form, and instantly reform itself from any physical damage. In the prologue of the film's novel, it's further explained that the T-1000 is created through nanotechnology.
Hey, I'm gonna get off. Peace.